Hi, this is Mike Edwards talking on the subject of criminal law. In this segment, we're going to talk about traffic tickets and one particular option in traffic tickets that people sometimes use that they regret later. I'm going to call this segment to PJC or not to PJC. That is the question. Now, my English Lit teacher from high school, Letha Kelly, would probably be laughing hysterically if she saw this clip because she taught me everything I know about Shakespeare, Macbeth, Hamlet, all that stuff that I've forgotten most of probably by now, although it was very helpful at the time and she was a great teacher. I still remember stuff she taught us. But the issue of whether to PJC, use a PJC or not is the question that I'm going to answer. And the answer is a resounding no in the majority of the cases. Now, here's what a PJC does. You have a traffic ticket. You're charged with going, 80 and a 65, okay, on interstate. So you bounce into court and you want to save attorney fees and do it yourself, and you're not sure what you're going to do. DA can't give you any advice. Judge can't give you any advice. So you're kind of on your own, so you're not sure. Maybe you've got online and got some information which is probably totally bogus. It depends on your record and a bunch of other stuff, what you need to do. But somebody comes up there and they says, I want a PJC. And the judge is going to do it because they think you know what you're talking about. That person, that is. So you think, well, hey, that sounds like something I'll do too. And it's sort of like just a wave, like in a baseball game when everybody does the wave, because I see people that don't have attorneys to come up and they'll, yeah, I want a PJC too. Give me a PJC. Now it looks great because it's the cheapest way. You just pay court costs. You don't pay any fine. You get what you pay for. Prayer for judgment is you come into the court and saying, Judge, I don't want you to find me guilty. I want to use my prayer for judgment to freeze it so there's no conviction. No points on license, no points on insurance, provided you don't have a PJC in your household that's been used in the last 3 years. But that's a whole different topic. So let's say you qualify and you get one. Hey, what's the problem with that? The problem is that if you get another ticket within 3 years of the PJC, that new ticket activates the PJC. It comes back on your record. You get the points for insurance and for driver's license points. Terrible results. So you never want to use a PJC unless you have no other options. That's your last resort. But every time I go to traffic court, I see people do that. I see lawyers do that have been paid to go in there and get the best result. Happens every time I'm in court. I'll see a lawyer or lawyers who shall remain nameless do that. Stupid. And bad lawyering, but it happens all the time. So if I'm there and somebody's representing themselves and I can reach out and stop them, I'm not going to charge them to do it. I just can't stand people doing that to themselves. So I'll stop them and I'll say, listen, you don't want to do that, and call them aside if they'll talk to me. And usually I do, but I can't do that every time. I just happen to be at the right place, right time sometimes, and I do that. But lawyers don't charge a lot for traffic tickets. If you don't want to hire me, hire somebody to give you some advice. We don't make much money off tickets. $100 to $150 is what most attorneys charge for a traffic ticket. And sometimes that can save you thousands in insurance. So I'm going to talk about some of the options that you have besides prayer for judgment, PJC, in the following segments. PJC only as a last resort. I use a PJC maybe once every 6 months. I do hundreds of traffic tickets, people all over the country. 1 or 2 a year, and that's because that's all they've got. They've got a bad record, and that's all we got left. But I always try to find another way that's better, because all of them are. To PJC or not to PJC, that is the question. The answer usually is no. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll check out my other videos on traffic ticket options that are coming up. I'm Mike Edwards. My firm is A. Michael Edwards, attorney at law. It's the same person on Logan Street in Marion, 828-652-8011. Give us a call. We can help you. We don't charge for giving you advice. And if you hire us, great. If you don't, that's great too. And attorneyedwards.com, you can find more information about me. Thanks for listening.